Okay, we're starting the Yang family 24 posture Taiji form. It's the most popular and most practiced Taiji form around the world today, so this is a great thing to learn. So we've starting it in the basic Wuji stance that we've been doing the entire first half of the term. Just like you've been doing Dantian breathing in your Wuji stance for maybe an hour or so, a minute or so, either way. Then at one point you decide, I think I'll do some Taiji today. So you take a breath, and as you exhale and let that breath out, you transfer all your weight onto the right foot and sink a little bit further. So then as you breathe in, the hips rise, and that draws the left foot up, and as always in Yang family Taiji, toe points down. And as you exhale, the hips sink, the left foot spreads to a little bit wider of a stance, the ball of the foot touches first, then you settle onto your heel and sink as you exhale. Then you breathe in, hips rise, and the arms float up about breaking shoulder height level, fingers pointed forward. Then you exhale, the hips sink, and the arms float back down. That move is called awakening the chi. Now we're going to do 3 versions or 3 steps of parting the wild horse's mane. So we inhale, turn, come into holding ball, draw back on the left foot, then sink onto the right and open the hips further to take a step with the left foot, and then we open our hands. Now we're going to rock back onto our back leg, come up on the heel of the front foot and turn both hands over. And from the hip, we're going to open that front foot a little further, and not a lot, just a little. So you pivot, open a little bit. Then you draw up close to your body, getting that holding ball, circle around, sink, and step out on the right for parting the wild horse's mane. One more time, back onto the back foot, up onto the heel of the front foot, turn the hands over. From the hip, we open that front foot a little further, draw up into a holding ball again, sink out for parting the wild horse's mane. Then we shuffle that back foot straight forward and close our hands. The top one blocks the face, the bottom one blocks the groin, and when we come out on the toe of our left foot, we sink on the back leg and reverse the hands. They end up with the bottom one facing palm down, and the top one turns and faces palm out. Then we breathe in, blocking the face, reaching behind, and breathe out for brush the knee and step. We're going to do 2 more of those. So hands just following the motion. Now we're going to shuffle the back foot forward, doing that ridge hand we talked about on the right hand. Come out on the heel of our front foot and sink into hands playing the lute. Then our hips turn as we breathe in, and we circle back. This hand doesn't move until we breathe out, draw that hip back, and go into the first repulsing the monkey. Then we do 3 more of those. Whoops. And that's where we ended. So that's the moves. Try and practice them a little bit before next week. We'll go over a little bit, and then we're going to move on so we can get into this form.